Alright, we're going out to give Josh a little lesson today.
Turn my gas on, right? Yeah.
Do a little practice. I got gout in my knee pretty bad when I woke up yesterday and today, so I'm just cruising up on this little bike here today, hanging out, being the tutor, the mentor. Trying to hold this with one hand. Alright, right now we're just warming up. He's trying to get his log hop technique down. We're just going to work on that a little bit.
That's what I was worried about, it rolling.
Yeah, it will, but you just got to commit a little bit harder, and you want to get your whole bike over it in one motion. Come in slow, fully commit. There you go, right over. He's getting the compression and rebound. He's just not popping the clutch at this. It's simultaneously. Yeah, so he's popping it late. Hey, just what your rebound and everything, that's in time, but you're popping the clutch late every time because you're already de-weighting the whole bike. You're de-weighting the pegs, and then you're popping the clutch a little bit late, and your back tire's fine because there's no weight on the tire, you know what I mean? So that's why you're barely getting the lift you want. If you don't do anything, it makes it a lot harder, you know, if you don't give it any rebound, but if you just give it a little bit, even. Alright, I think we got him straightened out. I told him to make sure he pops that clutch when he bottoms his suspension out right before he's coming up, you know what I mean? And he was getting it pretty good a minute ago. He's getting better for sure. There you go. Still using a little bit excess throttle. It barely takes any throttle to get that to come up when you're aiding it with, you know, your body weight. Plus his suspension's pretty snappy. Yep. There you go. That's good.
It's because my tires are the size bigger than that.
Yeah, but you're doing good. That was a minimal effort log, you know, hop. Like that's how you want to. That's what I was saying though about. Well, you just did it 30 times, but that's what I was saying about. Like if you just practice these fundamentals and you go out in the woods, you're not going to tire yourself out as easy because you'll be able to use just the amount of effort you need to do something. You know what I mean? To get through an obstacle. Yeah, right now just practice. You know, like being on an incline and stuff. We're just practicing taking off on an incline and keeping weight, you know, on the back tire so that we get traction. And you got to slip the clutch a little bit, you know, to get moving until you actually get a little bit of momentum and going up that hill. And the RPMs are in a good range to where they'll carry you the rest of the way. Now he's just sitting there. He's got his left foot on the ground and he's holding his brake with his right foot. He's holding the back brake because if you're facing uphill, that's the wheel that's going to have most of the weight of the bike on. It's going to hold you the best. It's got a bigger footprint too. It's a wider tire. And then he's going to get his RPMs going. He's going to get to his release point on the clutch. And he's going to release that out and start going. And then he's going to keep them RPMs up and high by slipping the clutch as he goes. There, see? He bogged out a little bit and he slipped the clutch. He pulled the clutch back in a little bit, slipped the clutch a little bit. You're still going to be putting traction and you're still going to be putting power to the back tire when you're slipping the clutch if you don't pull it in too far. You know, you only need to pull it in a little bit to where them RPMs start climbing and you keep the bike from bogging. There you go. A little steeper incline here he's practicing on. Go ahead, you probably might be overheating a little bit. You got her. Not real smooth on slipping the clutch yet, but he's got the right idea. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit jerky on it, but he's got the right idea. We're gonna take that for a spin and cool it down a little bit. All right, he's just practicing his technique on hills with his two-stroke. He's trying to like tame the throttle a little bit because it's wanting to, especially when you don't have that much of a run up, he's trying to figure out how to keep distribute weight to the pegs and keep traction while keeping that front end down so you can stay in the high RPMs without bogging the bike too bad, but not be sliding out so much. Let her rip.
Of course not. I have the videos on it. Seriously.
Slip it, slip it. He needs to get used to just using one finger on that clutch because he's not covering it anymore when he's trying to come up that hill because he's trying to be stable on the handlebars. But if he covers that clutch a little better, he can just pull it in just a little bit and get them RPMs back up and then send it.
Shit.
He's geared down. Just crossing that
About hit me with some rocks, man.
back brake though. You move, you keep weight on the seat usually to get traction, and then come up, you know.
Well, that was easier said than done. Shit, coming close to me.
There he goes. He was sitting down for most of it, but he did start slipping the clutch at the top there.
Now my bike goes again. Oh my God, what is going on? What is going on?